Hello. I'll play a little bit of Tarkov before I have to go.
Понятно.
Oh, sorry. I don't really look at my chat that often. And Wood, if you're still there, uh, I would be definitely down to help you if you need any help. Here, I'll put my second monitor up. I know my chats or my stream's quite a bit delayed, so if you are still there, it'll take me a minute to respond because I have a lot of processing time. Okay, cool. I see. I see your chat now. Um, so how I get money is it's kind of fucked because this game is really elitist. Um, I know I have a lot of game sense, and I just ran through the grinder on Lighthouse, and Lighthouse is a ton of money. But if you don't know where the mines are, if you don't know how the rogues are and where they spawn, like there's a lot of little things that can go wrong on that map. But that is easy million each raid on Scav Lighthouse, PMC Lighthouse too. But you have to go to the sewage treatment plant, which is where the rogues are. Um, it's not really an easy answer because it's game sense. It's literally just playing the game, grinding, constantly getting like killed, and then slowly accruing game sense. Um, I wish it weren't like that, but that's the way the game is. Um, maybe scavving customs is pretty good. Scavving reserve is pretty good. Just gotta be careful of other scavs. So okay, reserve's really good. Other scav players are everywhere on reserve. You will die by more scav players than you will PMCs probably, but that's a good map. Just loot like crates strewn about, and like you have two good extracts on there as scav, heating pipe and the checkpoint one. I can't remember what it's called. It's like hole in the fence or something. Um, so it's all just ways to get money. Um, and the whole how to get better. Yeah, it's just rough. I don't know. It's a rough game. I'm not one of those people that watch like streamers and stuff, so I don't know if that helps. That's not how I got where I'm at in Tarkov. I'm assuming it does, because I don't play War Thunder, but I watch streamers play War Thunder, and honestly, I've gotten quite a bit of game sense from them. Oh, you die before you get to the rogues? Oh yeah, the rogues are really tough. It's nothing to be ashamed of getting killed by rogues. Um, it's one of those things, like, again, you just go through the ringer so many times until you're able to, kind of get how to interact with them. And I still die by rogues quite a bit. It's just the loot here is just too good to pass up for me. I'd rather trade a raid or two out of 5 and get 1 to 2 mil a raid, typically. Yeah. I don't really know. I'm not a good Tarkov teacher. I can Sherpa. If you need a Sherpa, I can help you with that. But as a teacher, you'd have to play with somebody and just get game sense from them and just be playing. Probably a good suggestion. Play with somebody that knows how to play. And not a dumbass that'll tell you stupid stuff and do stupid stuff. Because obviously there's a ton of those too. If they sound like they're bullshitting you on stuff that they do and that there are, like if they sound confident in a lot of these like weird mechanics that sound like be odd implemented in the game, they're probably bullshitting. Yeah, just get somebody honest and knowledgeable, and that'll probably help quite a bit. One big tip I can give right now, because I just thought of it, is ears. Really important. If you don't have a good headset set up, or like I play in stereo. Sounds fake anyways on computers. It's all interpreted and digitally outputted to like different speakers around. So stereo speakers is going to be just as good, if not better, than surround. Oh, you have friends that play? Yeah, that's understandable. If you want, you can shoot Timmy Turns Up. Son of a bitch, there's a guy up here. Semi-auto against the Bolty ain't gonna go well. Another big thing in the game is to not care when you die. Like, that's Lighthouse. I spawned on the other side of the map, and I wanted to get to the boys. It's just what it's gonna be. You just get bad spawns. But yeah, so I'm totally willing and able to help new players play if you're interested. My in-game name is Timmy Turned Up, TimmyTurntup, and I won't promise I'll play all the time, but I'd be down to do some raids once in a while and just chill and help out. Maybe you can talk to other streamers and see if they'd be down too. Yeah, I get the understanding. I get mad when we make dumb decisions. Dude, that is life, I tell you. Not only in the game, but in life. Yeah, I make dumb decisions all the time. Like right there, I just fucking peeked that guy knowing he had a semi-auto. We're kind of close range. What I should have done is I should have backed up, try to get him with the long range, but I'm not that kind of person typically, especially when I'm not caring. When I care, I play a lot better, but most of the time I just don't care, and that's one of my big problems. Anyways, yes, my decisions get me more angry about this game than most of the time anything else. The hacker thing, I have so hackers I almost never run into. It's kind of like a gaming trope that people are into hackers. I know that the guy did the hacker video and stuff, but I have a whole spiel about that. Hackers are a problem, yeah, but typically when you're playing Tarkov, hackers aren't going to kill you. And yeah, I don't know. That's it. I've been playing for quite a bit this wipe. I mean, I'm level 40 something. I probably hit hackers like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, I know not a lot of streamers play it. It does suck. I can understand why people don't play it though. Right, I get that. Yeah, gear fear is just something that goes away over time. Like, I technically will still have gear fear, right? I don't take my Lapua in that I have every raid, stuff like that. But it's definitely a problem, and you will die way more with low gear, obviously. Um, that's a part of the elitist thing of this game, is that you get better, you have better access to better gear and stuff, and more money. So you're not only better at the game, but you have better equipment. Whereas the people that aren't good, they don't have equipment or the skills, and it's really, really hard to get into. Um, yeah, it's pretty difficult. I forgot what I was doing. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, I actually think that's a phenomenon. Killing people with poor gear versus good gear. I think people play differently, right? So not only is your confidence going to be up in terms of like what you're going to be doing and stuff, um, which can make you foolhardy. But for the other end of the spectrum, people, it makes them have more gear fear, right? So if you're not worried about your shit and you get those peak shots and stuff that you know you can get, um, I mean that too. The dying at spawn always sucks. That's always a chance based thing. But like when you're worried about losing your gear, you're gonna play very differently, and people are gonna fucking eat that up. And I do think that's a phenomenon. I die with high end gear quite a bit, and then I'll have super good raids with just a VPO. I have to say though, statistically, I do way better with better gear, and that's how it's gonna be. Um, yeah. Obviously, I'm just one person with their own perspective, so there's no telling if my perspective is correct or anything, or even valid. But just take everything with a grain of salt. And my perspective changes all the time, so. Like right now, because that just happened, I am gonna. Do I want to go with Kren? No, I'm gonna go with the VPO and pretty much nothing. I am gonna get a bag though, because so Lighthouse, the rogues will just beam you, and so having level 4 armor is great because a lot of times I carry FMJ. They used to not. What recommend map do I recommend for players, new players? Because you play factory and customs a lot. So both those maps are probably the hardest maps. So customs I play a lot, but it's because you get in fights a lot and it's fun. But as a new player, customs is a bitch. Reason being is it's like a big alley, and there are points in the map where you only get a couple crossings. Namely, the bridge one, you only get 4 crossings, and each crossing can see all the other crossings. Same with each bank, depending on where you're at. It's a big fighting map. It's literally made to be like just an alley, and then people just fight. It's like a fighting alley. I do not recommend customs for new players. Um, but that's another thing. It's preference, right? My friend loves customs. And he doesn't think it's that big of a like thing. But I like maps that most people don't. I would recommend things like woods. Shoreline's harsh, but woods, you could play to your strengths, right? You can like ride around in bushes and stuff and play slow. Um, and you don't have to be in straight up fights. You can learn how to stalk people well and stuff. I like woods. Woods is my thing. Woods and shoreline. Shoreline's harsher because there's a shoreline effect where there are points on the map that have more like high frequent crossings, whereas woods is just completely open. And people on shoreline are a lot more apt to just sit in a bush and shoot you. So a lot more rats on shoreline, but I like it because it's like open. You could track people and gun them down and stuff. So I definitely recommend those maps, woods and shoreline, even though most people tell you they're not good. If you go on shoreline, do not go resort as a new player. You will get crunked. And people have told me to cheers go to resort, but I honestly don't know about that. I'm sure they do, but I haven't had too bad of experience with it. I'm not a good person to suggest a map for you, to be honest. Um, I like the maps that nobody likes, so it's indicative of my playstyle. Okay, I want a bag and a VPO. Also, another thing I'm sure you've heard, if you don't have Flea yet, Flea is huge. Um, You want to get to level 15 as soon as possible. Just do quests. Questing gets you fleet really quick. So quests are super good. Like it's funny I just mentioned that too. Yes, quests at least until 15. I mean, I would recommend quests if you want to increase in the game too, because you get access to better equipment, like through leveling your traders, and you also get better access through the quests themselves, because the rewards are purchasable items from the trader, and that can be really important for certain ammos and stuff too. Um, and for what was I doing? Scavs are good. I don't scav too often because I don't really need it. I typically live more than I don't in matches. Well, I don't know about that. I live enough to where I can make enough money, and I find playing my PMC is funner. But that's a personal preference. If you do play as a PMC, especially when you're just starting off, I highly recommend doing car extracts. Find maps, especially on woods, that have car extracts, and just do them all the time. Because every time you take one on a single map, it lowers the amount of scav karma you get, but it still gives you like 0.04 or something at the very least, like when you hit the dead end of it. And 0.04 is 4 scav raids worth of karma, and that's quite a bit and it adds up. Anyways, do that, increase your scav karma, you get better scav gear, and your scav gets reset a lot quicker. Same with your intelligence center. Try to build an intelligence center. Go on the wiki. I don't remember exactly prereqs for that, but you're going to want to go on the wiki and build an intelligence center. And then scav a lot. Just get money that way. Learn the game that way, so you're not just dumping money into gear or losing poor equipment as a PMC. And then obviously do quests between your scavs until you feel comfortable, doing more. That's what I would think for people with gear fear, especially at the beginning, should do. And try to get that gear fear out of you. Because that's a huge thing. Gear fear will actually kill you. It makes you play different. Um, oh yeah, I wanted a VPO. So I wanted a Gornal. If you don't have Jaeger yet, I highly recommend getting Jaeger. He has a VPO, which is one of my favorite guns in the game. Cheap ass gun, 18 grand. You can't get APMs right away, which is a crazy ass round. But you can get EKO, which is pretty decent. Also, okay, I'll read your thing, but I have one huge suggestion for you that I have a god book. um, it is important what mods you throw on your guns. So for instance, I will just show you. This is not a gun I made, but I'm just showing you, right? So once you unlock the workbench, you get access to a thing like a gun editor. I right click, hit edit preset, and then it has all like the attachments and stuff you can get on certain parts of the gun. And if you click info, like this little thing, it shows you your your stats. And then if you hover over items, it's like the tall grip would give me +4 ergo. Ergo makes noise, so like the less your ergo is, the more noise you make when you move. And also, when you bring up like your gun, your arm stam lowers quicker the lower it is. So you want it higher. Ergo is extremely important. Obviously, so is recoil if you're firing full auto. But yes, attachments are huge in this game. Some guns have less attachments, and they're typically meh balance. And some are just like heavy, but they have no attachments, but they're like old guns like the SVT. Gucci gun. PPSH, Gucci. No attachments on those, and no sights other than the sniper SVT. But they're really good guns, and they're relatively cheap. The SVT is kind of expensive. But yeah, attachments are important. You'll just go through the stats and stuff and see exactly what you want. Just get what you can get pretty much, and then play around with them. There's no particular way to make them good. I know people do meta guns. I'm not a big meta person. No, you should not throw random attachments on your gun. It's definitely not good. Especially when you're doing a build. So like, say I want a sniper, right, or like a long ranged assault rifle. That's gonna change what optics I put, what stock I put, and what grip typically, because I want higher ergo, like foregrip. And it's also gonna change my barrel sometimes. Like if I want higher velocity rounds, I will extend the barrel, stuff like that. Um, and it's just little tweaks. It's not gonna be insane. It more depends on the gun and the round than the actual like attachments. But still, like it's editing it to your preference and your playstyle and what you're doing at the time. So if you just haphazardly add stuff to your gun, you're just not gonna have good experience because you're not aligning the traits of the gun to the way you expecting to play, and that can just really throw you off. Um, so there is one big thing. Am I really at 1.4 mil? Shit. There's one big thing that I would suggest any new player to have. I forgot to mention this. It is the wiki and the ballistics chart. Read what the ballistic chart means. I'll get to the ammo thing real quick. Because or wait, I am going to the ammo thing. So the ballistics chart is like my holy book, right? My friends make fun of me because I think it is the most important mechanic in the game. So if you go to the wiki and go to the ballistics chart, in fact, I can just link it in the chat, I think. So that chart is baller. You scroll down, and the most important things are the damage, the accuracy and recoil debuff buffs, frag chance, and the bullet effectiveness against class. So, the bullet effectiveness against class will tell you how many chances the bullet pretty much has to get caught. So, say it's a 6, it'll get caught 0 times. If it has a 5, it'll get caught about like very low chance at a time. And if it has 3, it gets caught about quite a few times, like probably about half. And if it has 0, it'll get caught every single time by the armor. So typically, you're gonna want ammo that can get better penetration. So you want 6s across the board, but you're obviously not gonna access that. Like the gun I suggest is the VPO. If I go to the VPO's ammo, 366 TKM, EKO does 6 penetration across the board until level 4. Okay, that's fine. So EKO will get caught half the time with level 4 armor, but it does 73 damage, which is pretty good. It'll kill you, almost every gun will kill you one shot in the head. But it'll like black limbs and stuff, and it does quite a bit of damage to armor. So the armor is by like class, right? So just like how bullet mechanics work, 1 to 6. If you, it's just levels of armor. Headphones are super important to me. They're the most important part in the game. So the real quick, I'm gonna just gear up and get ready. I have hard for me to talk and do stuff at the same time. I know, not good for streaming, right? But yeah, ears are super important. Probably the most important thing. I'm not gonna wear ears because I'm going super cheap, and right now Excels are going for a lot. Yeah. But ears are very important because knowing where people are by auditory like signal is how I get people most of the time. Almost all my kills, because I am actually not a great player, right? Like in terms of like shooting, I'm not good at shooting. I'm a good player, but not at shooting. I usually outplay people, and that's just how I play. And one of the big things is ears for me. So knowing where people are better than they know where I am. And most of the time they won't even know where I am a lot, like when I play. And that's what you want. So things like XLs are super important because most of the time you'll hear people, and they won't hear you, and you can hear them from a great distance. You gotta train your ears on it though, because XLs can be a little wonky. All the headphones have different sound signatures, so you gotta pick one pretty much and like learn the traits of it, get used to it, and once you start getting used to it, you can tell when people are above you, below you, their distance is better, uh, and stuff like that, and their direction, and all that information is extremely important. To go flank, to wait, to push, it's just important information. The GSSHs are the cheapest headphone. They're decent, but they're like loud. Everything's loud, and the sound's all muddy. So you're going to be hearing everything all the time. And the other headphones actually track certain noises better, like gunshots and movement. So, and they have better range and clarity. So the GSSHs are cheap and muddy with lower distances. The higher end ones are have clarity and distance of noise. Um, and that is why you don't go with GSSHs, because the, more times than not, if somebody has a GSSH, they're not going to hear me. People love them. I don't know why, but I'll be in a bush and I'll think that I'm being loud as hell, and they won't. They just won't know I'm there. It's insane, and I'm almost positive it's due to the muddy noise. I don't experience them that much myself. So if you shoot once or twice and move to a different spot, that's a good play style. Um, obviously you want to not get shot, so that's a good way to not get shot. Um, straight up fighting is a good way to just die. And if you're not a great shot and think you can outshoot somebody, moving positions is the way to do it. And when I care, like I put a lot of effort into the game, that's what I'll do. I think that's definitely the good way to play. Shoot a little bit, move. Obviously, you got to move while on cover. Moving in front of your opponent where they can see you is not great because then they'll just gun you down. It's really situational as well. Who you're fighting, what they have, where you're at, where they're at. Really important. Um, but that is a good way to play. I do the same thing when I'm sniping, right? Even if I kill people, I'll typically want to move because people can hear the sound signature of my suppressor, even though it's less likely. It still happens. Plus, you never know if they have friends, all that other stuff. So it's not just about killing your opponent; it's also about surviving afterwards. Because it doesn't really matter if you just die. I mean, it's fun, but it's you want to get gear and money. Most of the time, you do it once or twice, and you go in a panicking mode. Like, what do you mean? You shoot, move, and then you're like freaking out after that because they're not dead yet. I'm gonna keep talking, assuming that's what it is. Uh, you just gotta train yourself out of that. There's no gameplay or like experience tips I can really give to get around that. Um, and if you find a good position on a guy, it's not too bad to keep peeking, but don't re-peek the same spot, or have like alternative methods. Like grenades are huge. Throw a grenade out at them, then push or run around or change spots. Also knowing where you're going and not getting caught in a spot where you can't move from, really important. But it's as for like getting worried and flustered because you're under fire and not killing people, it's just it's like gear fear. You just gotta train yourself out of it. I'm not entirely sure how to. I'm not the best equipped with explaining or knowing how to get out of that. I'm a person that doesn't really care about games that much. Like I'm here to have fun kind of thing. I know it sounds simple, like everybody's here to have fun, but like I don't typically get frustrated at a video game, and I know that because my friends do. A lot of them do, and I think that helps with me not having that kind of problem. But it also makes it so I have a harder time knowing exactly how to like train myself out of that. 'Cause I don't remember if I had experiences like that or if I, um, you know, I it's either a long time ago or I didn't have similar experiences, and so I don't know if I can be much help with that. Most of the time, I play solo and I always walk in the squads. That's a good. I can't do. Okay, yeah. So that's other thing like game sense and stuff. So positioning, awareness, like with audio and stuff, you'll be able to know how many people there are. All this other stuff. So all these mechanics go together in a way that you should be able to pick and choose your fights. So if you see 2 or 3 people, you obviously people run up on you. Shit happens. But you can most of the time. Time to kill. This game is super quick, but people aren't great at shots, and you can usually get away from people, even if they're like right in front of you. Like have a grenade handy, maybe. Like they can hear. I'm gonna die here. There's 2 of them. Well, I'm gonna show you here. There's mines up on these rocks. I'm gonna die because I stopped. Oh well. See, if I want to survive here, I take a propy. I don't care that much about dying. So I'm just gonna fix my stomach. See, if I had XLs there, I would have heard them before. I heard them as I was coming up, and I still went up. So let's just chill here for a minute here. Hopefully my guy stops crying. I don't feel like using a propy. So using the environment's really important, obviously. So I find divots and stuff, try to escape. I know I heard them. APMs hurt like a bitch. I know they can't climb these rocks, so game sense and map awareness is huge. There's mines on those rocks. Damn! See, I knew better. I just don't give a fuck. That's my problem. I knew I should have repositioned and shot him. He had a sight on me. I stood still. He had a good shot for my face. And because I'm a reckless piece of shit, I fucking looked at him, even though he's looking at me. I don't know why. I should not do that, and I should care more to not do that. Yeah, it's like that situation is a good example, right? I could have picked that fight if I knew my way out. I could have gone on my way and let them pass or whatever. And in fact, like I could fire at them as they pass, or I could have done a whole different number of things differently. Running into bigger squads is a bitch, especially on maps on like customs and stuff. But a lot of the time you can finesse your way out of it. If you don't like engaging, but I like engaging. I'm just I'm a fuck. Oh man, I don't know why I did that. Talk about doing stupid stuff. That's funny. I wanted their ass. I'm just a fuck. I wanted their ass. That's why I stuck in that fight. I'm there to shoot people, you know. In fact, I was going for headshots, and I didn't even care about shooting that guy in the head. I don't think I got it in the head. See, I'm there for Shooterborn. Also just to have fun because I have to leave in a little bit, like an hour. I'm not doing anything too crazy, and I don't know. I just wanted to straight up fight them. Wasn't really. Also, I could tell they were bad. Um, One of the reasons I could tell they were bad is when I was fighting them, they were scared and not hitting me, even though they had semi-auto guns and I had a VPO and there were two of them and one of me. And they also didn't push me when I went down the hill. They were scared. Uh, yeah. If you get one tap before you can scope in, it just means the situation's not good. Obviously shit does happen. Um, like I get one tapped, I won't even see a guy. But most of the time, I'll try to put myself in situations where I don't get the ability to get one tapped. And if I do feel like I'm in a bad spot or like they have a beat on me before I can even do anything, I'll try to rotate, move, shoot later. Like I should have done that. I don't know why I didn't. Well, I do know why. Because I can't help myself. But you're supposed to see that, like, have that game sense, and just something that accrues over time. Um, know when to push, know when to shoot, know when to peek, know what the other people are probably doing, thinking, if they're scared or not. Being scared in this game is huge. Like, those guys are so scared of me, and I was just a little VPO boy. Um, and I knew it. I knew I could challenge them with just a VPO. Not gonna take a bag in this time. I'll just take it off of a guy, hopefully. Obviously, another big thing I would suggest is meds. Make sure you know your meds and what you're taking in and stuff and how to use them. You always die before you see them. Um, yeah. If you die before you see them, it could be ears. So maybe try to get better ears. If you're less than level 15, that's almost possible. Um, and just one of the big game sense things that I've been talking about is how your movement um, allows you to get in certain situations, and there are certain movements and patterns and ways I'll move that'll make it so hopefully that doesn't occur. And those things are taught; they're not just things you instinctively know. And I've been playing for a long time. It's like one of those things when you watch a cheater play, you can tell a lot of times that they're a cheater because they have no game sense. Um, so I actually don't know a lot of the new stims. I only know the oldies. So I use Power Man ETG CG or whatever. So what that is it's like a thing that gives you a pain reliever effect. It's a Propadol. Highly recommend having them. Uh, it heals all of your wounds. Like if you're bleeding and stuff, it won't heal that, but it'll slowly heal like your health points over time on all your limbs, and it's really slow. And it also has a pain relieving effect. Very good stim. Another stim to know is obviously morphine, pain reliever, 5 minutes. Um, and then I used to use Augustin, which heals all of your cuts and stuff, like all your bleeds. Um, but I don't use it anymore. I use AHF1 because it also lowers the chance of getting a bleed later. I think it also automatically heals them. Uh, and the mule allows you to carry a shit ton of weight. So I always carry at least one on me, so I can carry a lot of loot if I have a good raid. And then SJ6 makes you run fast and run long. Very very good stim. Those are the only ones I really know. Yeah, I have a geographical brain. Like I'm really good with geography, and like where locations are. Like if I go someplace, I'll remember how to get home and also to come back. Like it's just the way my brain works. So I don't know if you're a geographical person or not. The best thing I can suggest is to not look at the map while you're playing. Um, you're going to want to plan your route and ideas before you go on the map. And I know that's really difficult. um, because you don't know where you're gonna spawn stuff. Yeah, I can understand that. Um, like, I just know this map, but if I did not know this map, I would have looked up and I'd be like, I'm on the coast. I see these two little houses. There's a parking lot up here. I know like a little bit, and then maybe at the very beginning I might glance at the map or something and see where I'm at, and then I'll have a pre-planned route of where I want to go and what to do. Be like, okay, I gotta cross the road. Probably should do it early before people know or can see. There is a chance you'll just get one tapped across the road. Very rare though, because people are doing their own thing, just getting started in the raid. If you do it mid-raid, chances are way higher. So, you know, just those little game sense things you get over time. And then say like, okay, I need to shoot people in the head. I'll just do it on my way to the rogues, because why not? That's how I do it. I sometimes will just sit over there, but that's boring as shit. I don't. Not having ears is really gonna fuck me probably. That's another thing. Like, it just makes your screen black and white. You can still see. It does suck, but you'd use painkillers because otherwise you get tremors. So tremors make it so you can't like aim very well, and it's a bitch. And then you'd also use it because you can't run on broken limbs or blacked out limbs. And so if you need to get away out of a situation really quick, injecting yourself is the quickest. And you know, just inject the morphine and get on going. Take a little bit of damage to sprint out of wherever you're at, and then repair your limbs and stuff somewhere else, or engage further and then repair after. It's to get out of tricky situations. It's like an oh shit button. So they're really, really helpful. Highly recommend. Yeah, I recommend getting injector case as soon as you can. I think I'm hearing myself. It's weird. I'm not used to not wearing XLs to be honest, but so this injector case is huge. This is my setup. I have 2 morphines just because I don't really have space, like need for anything else right there. Ipropidols, I'll probably be moving to ETG, whatever the quick, fast ones are. They're green. I can't remember. But they're like super propidol. They're super expensive though. Then I have SG6, makes me run fast. I have long stam. And these stop bleeds, these heal, these pain, this for lots of loot. I know that's fast, and you're probably going to have to go through it a few times to learn them. But injector case is super important. You get them one through a quest, I think through Jaeger. Can't remember what quest though. And you can also buy them on the flea. I usually buy mine on the flea. I think it's chemicals. Wait, no, not 6 times. But yeah, I usually buy mine on the flea because I don't want to wait for that quest. And plus, I choose the alternative option on that quest because I like the DSH helmet. Although I never use them anymore, but I used to like them. Learning the maps is just something you're gonna have to do too. Like if you have a Sherpa around you and you use the maps all the time, like while you're playing, you're never gonna learn them. It's just something you're gonna have to like memorize. Plan your routes. When you start planning your routes before you go on the map, you'll start memorizing locations where you're at, all this other stuff. And it's the best way to learn is through trial by fire on that one. Obviously, if this is like real life, I'd be like go to class and learn all this stuff. But since it's just a game, trial by fire is easily the best way to learn. Especially the game sense stuff. Those guys earlier that I fought too is kind of crazy that that they're coming back to me. Because usually you're going someplace when you're coming from there. You're not coming this way. You're going there, not to me. So no PMCs, unfortunately, which is what we're here for. But hopefully we can get some stonks. So there's a 50 cal that can shoot me here. But what you do is you get like below this rock, because he has aim time and stuff. He's not gonna shoot me that quick. I do the same thing with this rock, and then he can't solo that far out over there. So then you just run across, and you're usually pretty safe. By the time he acquires you, you're already gone. And you can't do a damn thing, even though I'm a bear. You don't want them to get off the 50 kills, because if they do, they're a lot harder to kill. Plus, they're a lot more dangerous, because right now they're on arcs, because the gun has a certain arc they have to follow. And once they're off the gun, somebody already killed them though, or he's off the gun. It's dangerous not knowing which is which, because if he's off the gun, I'm gonna get annihilated here. You guys have to worry about roamers, but roamers typically aren't over here. They're usually at building 1. There's one guy in building 3, which is that building over there. They're all marked by numbers. This is building 2. Building 2 has 3 guys on top. I don't like that guy is off that 50. I don't like it at all. We're gonna check this 50. When do I stream? I'm very erratic my streaming. I typically try to get home at like 6 p.m. and I'll stream until like 11 to 1. So like and it's all EST, so 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Not all the time. Sometimes I also play other games like with my friends and stuff. It's off. And on weekends I try to play, but my schedule is erratic. I mostly stream for VODing, but if viewers come and if you like the stream and like to do stuff, yeah, every day I try. It doesn't always work out that way. Like I said, I'm inconsistent. I don't have a pre-planned thing. It's not my desire to become a big streamer or anything, but if it happens, I won't fight it. But this is for VODing and stuff and experiencing things with my friends, and also if anybody wants to join, they can. So sorry for the erratic schedule, but I've been fairly consistent recently, but that's not always going to be the case. I know consistency is really important to viewers, so and that I cannot guarantee, unfortunately. So that guy's off the 50 or the GMG, which is a giant bitch for me. Why don't you post Tarkov? What do you mean, like post Tarkov videos? I just VOD. I'm not really I'm a game developer, software developer kind of person. I don't. It's the streaming thing is just for VODing. And if something comes from it, that's fine. I'm not big on that. You guys showing me his head. He's gonna get out of the GMG. I fucked up. Now if I peek him, I'll just die. I'm just gonna chill for a minute. To be honest, Tarkov is not really my oh, he's shooting somebody. Not my I would say ideal game. Like I mean it's awesome. I love Tarkov. It's fun. It gets adrenaline pumping and stuff, and it's addicting. But I come from RTS games and RPGs and Arma. Hey, fuck Kimmy, is this scab gonna come up here? Oh god! I got tricked. I got tricked! Ah! Woo! Yeah, I just reloaded it already. Use the oh fuck! He's trying to shoot me through the shit. We're gonna die here. Ooh! Scary stuff, I tell you what. So yeah, you can shoot through this. Are all three of them off? What the fuck? Or did I not kill that guy? You said man down, right? Damn it! So usually that goes way better on Lighthouse because they're usually on their fucking guns and I could just shoot them off. But somebody made them angry and they're all off their guns and then I have to sit up there trying to fuck with them the entire time. And I don't have armor. Let me see. They probably kill me with FMJ. So that's one thing. If I had fucking Kren, which is what I usually take, I would be fine. Let's fucking see. Yes, FMJ. So guess what? If I had a Kren, they would have been no problem. Also, better gun. They probably would have been dead earlier, but that's just the way it goes. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful time. Yeah, see you later. I'll be streaming later tonight.
gonna rat and eat.
boys are apparently at Lighthouse. Oh fuck. Ooh. You fuck. Can you jump on top of the roof? I've never tried. Oh. Huh. Really dumb spot. I like it. That wasn't a PMC, right? I saw over there. Walking like one. me. Ow! Okay, I'll carry all of his garbage. You'll be left with nothing. Nothing, I say. Oh, fuck. Thoroughly disguised as scave. Of course. No, I do not play Valorant. I have played Valorant, but I don't play it regularly. I only played it when it came out, and I sucked. This will be my last raid. It's literally just a VOD, so I used to save videos quite a bit on my hard drive, and that takes up a lot of space, and my hard drives are all full of old videos, So right now, as a stopgap until I can get like a NAS or something. And might as well just because, you know, possibly get viewers, you never know. I just stream. It's literally just me using YouTube as a storage function, and if anybody watches, that's just a plus. I can't remember exactly what the word means or the acronym, but it's pretty much just like you're just taking a video of daily things you do. It's so I'm just like chilling doing my thing. I'm not really looking to become a streamer or anything. And that sun is blasting my eyes. Holy fuck. Hello? Oh. Oh, yes.
Enemy frag.
He sure is running around a lot.
Keep on coming.
That's a miss. This optic is terrible for this. I don't have any. I actually have post effects disabled. Yeah, it's not even. See? I do have HDR, and this game is not HDR compatible. So it actually brightens the game up, though. So I play with HDR enabled, and it actually does help quite a bit with seeing. I'm lazy. That's literally the reason. Sorry, I don't actually have a good reason. I'm just like memeing right now, I guess. I don't really. I'm just chilling. Not really after a certain goal or anything particular. M993? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's nuts. That's like the best ammo you can get. That's fucking I've never seen this much M993, let alone on a fucking rogue that usually shoots fucking FMJ. Absolutely nutty. Oh my god. What's odd is I don't know where the other rogues are. I can't remember the last time I've seen only one rogue spawn up on top of these. Be dead somewhere, right? Oh, that's a scat player. What's a good gun? Good question. Really aren't bad or good guns, to be honest, because that's the way the game is. It's mostly about ammo more than the gun. VPO, I swear by it. Early game, that's what I use. Late game is what I use. And I'm fucking using it right now, and I consider me late game. Because at the beginning you get EKO, and later you get APMs. Just good shit. What's other than the VPO? M4s are decent, RPK is decent, AK, RD704 is good. There's a couple AKs that are really good too. Like I think it's 74N. You can build it up. It's like practically a metagun with very little recoil. Depends on what you go for too. If you want value, like bang for your buck. Bang for your buck to me is VPO. 18 grand, 20 grand optic and like mount. Suppressor, you get about 30 grand. It's like a thing that can pen any armor and deal a shit ton of damage. It's got like 90 damage to it. Or sub like 80k. It's nuts. Let me think. Let's see. Let's just say that this is 35, 25, so it's 40, yeah. 70. Yeah. It's be about like 90, 80, 90k. The VPO is the gun I was talking about. It's this one. The one I bought. The SR25 has ammo that's nuts in it. Yeah, from the Rogue. SR25 people like. I like them. My Arma. My favorite gun in Arma. Too. But they're expensive and not worth the price. IMO. But they're a good marksman rifle. Yeah, I have the armor update. My problem is if they make, like, they can make systems needlessly complex, and do it bad, right? So, like, if they make it to where it's easy to interact with, and it's not going to be a bitch, like, you have to go through every plate, repair them, all this other jazz, if they make the menus and the ability to add armor, like, by plates, efficient, easy, and intuitive. I knew that was gonna happen as soon as I overjumped. Wow, I can't believe I overjumped that. I'm always here with my scav. I'm not used to some of my PMC. Anyways, if they do it in a good way, I'm down for it. It'd be really cool. It'd be interesting to have more complex systems in the game, and they have had a user experience track record recently. You used to just say fuck the players. But recently they've been actually cool. It will be useful. You'll use armor. If you continue to play, you'll get better. You'll start using armor. I'm not even like unsure about that. You'll 100% start using armor. It's just gonna be another system you're gonna have to learn, unfortunately, but armor's super important. I'm not using armor, but it's because I'm just, I don't know, being a dumbass. There's actually a quest I can do here, I forgot. I don't know if I can even see building 1's 50 on, no, he's dead, alright. We're on building 1. That dead guy right here. PMC. I assume there's nothing. Yep. I died by a rogue. Huh. Did the rogues from up there come down here? That does happen. That might be what happened. it's super good loot crates. It's RNG, so yes, most of the time you won't get anything from them, but it's that there's so many of them and you're gonna cross them all the time. And it also gives you XP, search XP and stuff that you're gonna need, all that other stuff. It is very good loot crates. Just continuously, just keep looting them. You will get good stuff. You're not gonna always get good stuff because you know that's the way it is. So it wouldn't be good if you always got it, kind of thing. Wouldn't matter. Um, yeah, if you just by sheer numbers. Hey, how's it going? I'm not a scav, but I just need to do my quest.
Oh,
I just need to hit the rooftop thingy. We good? I got a
yeah.
VPO and a rogue gun. I don't have anything good on me, so yeah. I'll be going up. 1 second.
Okay, just come. I just want stuff, so come.
Alright, I'm trying to jump on the rail. I hate this barbed wire. Thanks, bro. Is it over here or the other side? I can't remember. Eh! I'll get to your thing in a minute here. Oh wow, he took 2 VPO shots? Damn. I mostly only stream Tarkov. I do play other games though. Recently I haven't really found anything I've been enjoying, so not so as much as I used to. I used to play a ton of Company Heroes, Dawn of War. Those kinds of things. Not Tarkov. I used to play Arma. I used to play a fuck ton of Arma. Arma 3, Exile mod mostly. This game has a lot of Arma-like elements. What I would consider a 3rd gen Arma game, kinda. I hit the fucking barbed wire. Oh. Yeah, it's like that sometimes. We'll find something or make something. I'm not... Shit will change. I'm not too worried about it. Right now I'm just trying to enjoy my time, you know? Oh wait, I didn't even do my mission. I'm an idiot. Distracted. I can't believe I've been in this raid for this long. Can't remember where this one's at. Where's the ladder? Oh, it's over there. I dumped a lot of time in this game, but nothing like Arma. And I really need a new Arma, like an Arma Exile experience. Just fuck around with my friends, loot, get gear, build bases, get equipment, fuck around with other people. You know. I've been wanting to make my own Exile or Exile/Tarkov experience. I know it takes a lot of effort, but just trying to get into it. You have to think about architecture, a lot of programming because there's a lot of cheaters and stuff. And you gotta have resources to obviously be able to program for that. I don't have now, so pretty much have to create a co-op experience or a single player experience. I can't really work on, effectively work on something like this. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Ghosts of Tabor. I do have VR. I thought about playing it. Have you played it? Is it any good? I've heard good things. I've watched some gameplay and I just haven't really given it a chance. Yeah, Ghost of Terrorborn. Oh yeah. I currently don't have money for the game, but I have a VR headset. So I have the opposite problems right now. I have an old headset. I have the um consumer CV version of CV1 of the first Oculus. So it's got an OLED panel and everything. Thank you. It's a boring raid, but I got a question, I guess. I was hoping to get on a little more gunfights before I have to go. Oh. I don't even remember what I got. That's worth anything. Red stuff's worth stuff sometimes. 18K for a little fucking thing, sure. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, see ya. Good luck on your future raids. Where'd I put the new doggy? Oh, there it is. $18,000 for that quest. That's super easy. Almost 200K. Wow. And the current. It's crazy. I'll take it though. Get back. I sold the azimuth, didn't I? Oh, I got another one. I have one of these mags somewhere, don't I? G5000 mag. M62, yep, nice. Sure, on sure as joke. You know what? I'll use this gun I got off of random fuck. Huh. Just enough. Don't think that's a coincidence. Knew it. Legendary. Hell yeah, brother. What do we get? Weapon spread, the best kind of thing. I'm down with that. 3%.